Good morning, students. Let's continue chapter 12, applications of biotechnology. In the previous class, we have discussed about applications of biotechnology in agriculture. Now, in this class, we are going to discuss about applications of biotechnology in medicine. So, let us see applications of biotechnology in medicine is very important term that used to manufacture of various pharmaceuticals, medicines that against the various diseases, and the most important is here insulin production. Insulin production. This is the first subtopic of biotechnology in medicine, that is insulin production. So you have to know first of all insulin. Insulin is an hormone secreted from the beta cells of pancreas. When you will see the pancreas, you will find that it has two parts. Pancreas has two parts, exocrine part and endocrine part. Okay, exocrine part of the pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. Exocrine part of the pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, which help in digestion of food. And endocrine part of the pancreas also known as islets of Langerhans. Islets of Langerhans. Okay, Langerhans. It contains a group of cells, especially two types of cells: alpha cell and beta cell. Alpha cell and beta cell. Okay, alpha cell secretes an hormone called glucagon, and beta cell secretes an hormone called insulin. Insulin helps to decrease the blood sugar level by converting glucose into glycogen. And this glycogen is stored in the liver of the human. Okay, so how insulin works? This insulin, when injected into the patient that suffer from the diabetes, this insulin decrease the blood sugar level by converting glucose into glycogen, and this glycogen is stored in the liver. Let us see structure of insulin. Okay, insulin is a proteinaceous hormone. Biochemically it is protein. And insulin consists of three types of peptides, okay, represented by the first one is called A chain, okay, and second is called B chain. And these A and B chain held by the third type of peptide, that is called C peptide. Okay, total number of peptides are three. This first one is called A chain. This is called A peptide or A chain, and this is called B peptide or B chain. B peptide or B chain, and the peptide that connects A and B called C peptide. And both A and B are held by a special type of bond. You know, this bond in protein that is known as disulfide bond. This is disulfide bond. And this form of insulin is known as proinsulin or immature insulin. Proinsulin, also known as inactive or immature insulin. Inactive insulin. It only activates when C peptide eliminates. When C peptide eliminates from A and B chain, then the remaining structure having only two peptides, A chain and B chain, and this A and B chain form the mature insulin, and this A and B chain held by disulfide bond. This A and B chain held by disulfide bond. Okay, this A and B chain held by disulfide bond. So this is all about insulin. Once again, what is insulin? Insulin is a hormone secreted from pancreas. And pancreas can say beta cell of islets of Langerhans. It helps to decrease the blood sugar level by converting glucose into glycogen, and this glycogen is stored in the liver of the humans. When this scientist also try to prepare, or you can say produce insulin by using biotechnological method, because earlier the insulin isolated from the slaughtered animals like cattle and pigs, but it causes allergy. So this method was not accepted for a long time. earlier it was believed that the source of insulin is slaughtered animals like cattle and pigs, but this insulin from this pancreas causes allergy, so it is not accepted. So with the help of biotechnology we can also produce the human insulin. Okay, and American company, that is Eli Lilly company synthesized, produced, you can say, human insulin, that is known as humulin. Okay, so let us see how this company synthesized. First of all, the gene responsible for a peptide isolated from the human cell. Suppose that this segment of DNA responsible for synthesis of a chain of insulin isolated from human cell, and this segment of DNA, that is chain B, that this gene responsible for synthesis of it represents gene A that synthesizes a chain of insulin, and this is gene B. Gene A is specific for synthesis of A chain of insulin, and gene B is specific for synthesis of B chain of insulin. So first of all, after transcription, this segment of gene change into mRNA. This 5 to 3 direction, mRNA. Here also same thing. After transcription, you know, this DNA change into RNA. So after transcription, this gene change into synthesize an mRNA called mRNA, having polarity 5 to 3. After from this mRNA, in place of enzyme reverse transcriptase. Here also reverse transcriptase. It synthesizes a new RNA called, synthesizes new DNA called cDNA. So suppose that this is the cDNA. This is the cDNA. C stands for complementary DNA. What is cDNA? The DNA which is synthesized from mRNA after acting enzyme reverse transcriptase known as cDNA. And here also cDNA produced from this mRNA. Again, this is the cDNA. So this is cDNA for A chain, this is cDNA for B chain. Now this cDNA combined with plasmid vector. Finally, it will form recombinant DNA. Okay? Here also same thing. This cDNA combined with the plasmid vector to form a recombinant DNA. Okay. Now this recombinant DNA put in the E. coli cell after transformation. Okay. It put into the cell, that is E. coli cell. Process is called transformation. Here also same thing. Process is called transformation. That means the recombinant DNA transfer into the E. coli cell for expression of the gene responsible for A chain and B chain. Here also same thing. Synthesis of A chain and B chain occurs inside the host cell. So this recombinant DNA will give rise A chain of the insulin, and this recombinant DNA will give rise the B chain of the insulin. This recombinant DNA gives rise A chain of insulin, and this recombinant DNA gives rise B chain of insulin that expressed into the host cell. Finally, these peptides isolated from the host cell and put in a medium in such a way that there is formation of disulfide bond takes place. So this artificially isolated insulin known as humulin. Okay, why humulin? Because it is obtained from the human cell, so it is called humulin. So this is all about the production of insulin. In the next class we will discuss about gene therapy. Thank you.